When was the last time you thought about your life? The things that you wanted, the people you wanted around you, and your reason for why you're even doing all of this? Most likely, you've never taken more than an hour to sit and think about the things that you want in life because of all the other stimulating, fun, mind-numbing things you could be doing. Today, we have all types of things to help us escape reality. And to be honest, it's kind of needed. Let's be honest. Everybody needs it. I do it myself. But when does it change from escaping reality to sacrificing reality? I don't need to show you any statistics for you to believe that the people who spend the most time on social media are shown to have higher rates of depression than those who didn't. Of course, everybody knows this. You know this. And really thinking about it, I'm not saying anything new. I'm saying something most people know. They just don't want to let go because nowadays we really don't have to. Let's be honest, you can live the rest of your life spending 5 to 9 hours of your day on your phone. You'll continue to be comfortable, safe, and separated from real experiences. Your relationships likely won't be as deep and fulfilling. It'll be hard for you to focus on your meaningful tasks, making them nearly impossible for you to complete. The feeling of lack and confusion will continue to fill your life with a sense of purposelessness. There's a human need to see what other people are doing, and I completely understand that. But often it's not as simple as just checking up or being updated. We often compare, scrutinize, and judge every single post, resulting in some unrealistic beliefs and comparisons. And you heard me say all that, and you probably are thinking, not me though, but likely it is your ass. Let me ask you a question, and maybe even take the time to think about it. What purpose does your phone serve? Some of you might say, I needed to answer calls and messages, but most messages you receive are not that important and can be answered fairly quickly. Some of you might say, I need it for emergency calls, but how often do you actually receive emergency calls? Hey, come on, I'm up here long enough, come on, get me down, please. I asked myself the same question a couple weeks ago and found the answer to be that it was just pocket-sized comfort, or comfort in a box. Whenever I had some type of chore or work to do, I'd feel a little bit of discomfort inside, a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of stress. And how did I deal with those feelings? I didn't solve the problem that was causing them. I just reached for my phone and temporarily forgot about them. I was sacrificing my reality for temporary comfort, which then turned into disappointment, which ended up hurting me a lot more in the long run. Ever since I stopped scrolling, my life has improved. I no longer watch TikToks or videos of how to increase productivity by 67% with this one simple trick. I just get to it without a second thought. Do you think social media is a good thing?
It depends on how you use it. It can be a good thing. It's like all things. Is money a bad thing? Money can be a bad thing if you use it wrong. But it's pretty easy, with TikTok, to get just looped into that algorithm really quickly.
Yeah, and it's a really good algorithm. It seems a little too good. It's kind of scary.
Mostly no, but
yeah,
a little,
but
yeah.
sometimes, yeah.
It's got good things in it.
It has good stuff, but
it's
some
bad.
of it's really toxic.
Yeah.
It connects people all around the world, but then you can overconsume.
It's almost like the same thing as a vape because people have it on them all the time. It's like a phone as well. You know what I mean? You gotta always have it on you. If you pat and it's not there, you sense it. You're a little discomfort.
It depends on person to person, because mainly for me, I have a time limit on all my apps. And it's TikTok is my main way to find new music, cool stuff. But if you lose yourself in it, it's definitely. But I feel for kids under the age of I would say 10, it's definitely bad.
I think that it's brought a lot of awareness to issues that were otherwise ignored.
I think it can be used as a good thing. It depends on, what you're putting out there.
I think it's a blessing and a curse because there's so many good things that can be used from it. Then there's so many damaging things that social media can do.
A perfect example of it, there is a lot of activism and help and spreading word out for certain things that couldn't get that much publicity otherwise. But then again, there are a lot of those overnight activists and people who don't really do much but still put it out there that they do, and they get rewarded for really doing nothing. You're supposed to reward the winners, not people who say they won. Technology is a one-way street. The way we consume media will likely not even be by mobile phones. To be honest, whatever is next sounds very tempting. But your mindset is everything. Your mind is a powerful tool that we have taken for granted. For a lot of us, we don't lack motivation, but we lack drive or clarity. It's unrealistic to think about these things because you're addicted to being stimulated. You're addicted to always having some type of noise or video playing in the background, and that's understandable for my generation. We were the ones to grow up with it and figure out what are the side effects. Do you guys think it's getting better or worse, like the consumption of social media?
I think it's getting worse for the most part.
Yeah, I think it's gonna get worse because there's gonna be kids growing up and living their whole life on social media. And like I know a lot of people lived their whole life on social media during the pandemic. And I think the shift from that is gonna be very devastating to people's mental health. But I mean, if something can be done to change that, I wish for the best, but I don't really see a good future for social media, honestly.
Definitely a little bit worse because you guys know those videos where it's like Subway Surfer and then like a Reddit story or like Family Guy at the same time. So that hits your dopamine center like twice, right? So it makes you more easily addicted because I know like you can lose like 2 hours on TikTok instantly with that. For me, I don't even watch like just like a show alone anymore. I watch a show and I play a video game and I listen to a podcast at the same time. So that's 3 things at once. Or that this might be the ADHD, I don't know.
Where do you think social media is heading in the future?
Oh shit.
Like, what's it called? Like Oculus kind of stuff, where like you live online, like live in the inner world.
You can really immerse yourself more into it probably, rather than just like design and stuff, but just like the practicality, really just like the metaverse and stuff like that. Imagine that, but like everyday stuff almost.
Yeah, like it could potentially become like 50% digital, 50% physical because of how practical it becomes.
Can you imagine like you have a VR headset, you're just like scrolling through TikTok?
Yeah.
You think you're inside the world of like that. Dude, that would be so weird. You scroll through and you just change completely different worlds.
Yeah. And the thing about it is it's not going to be like, you're not going to have a smartphone in your hand. You're going to have a whole screen. Like literally, yeah. You could have this whole area right here just be TikTok and you swipe up with your head. You don't even got to, that's all you got. You just got to nod, yeah. Think about time. Think about money. Money is something that comes and goes. You can receive it, you can make it, you can always get it back. Some of us are very smart with how we use our money. We budget and we don't buy unnecessary things. But how come we fail to look at our own time this way when you can never get time back? How much time am I spending on this app, on this thing, on this device? How much time am I actually spending on meaningful things like my family and my dream? Am I cashing in my time for bullshit? Or am I cashing in my time for something meaningful? Something that's going to make me happy in the future? It's never been easier to get what you want. And that's a plus of the social media world. It's never been easier to get what you want and become who you want to be. If you guys were to guess how much screen time you guys have, what would you guys say?
My average screen time per day is like 6 to 7 hours. I have the screen reports on.
Mine's about like 5 hours.
Would you guys like to check just to see how like maybe on point you are or off point?
Yeah. Average right now is 8 hours and 23 minutes.
And how much did you say it was going to be? 7?
Like 7.
Yeah. And how much, do you know how much?
5 hours, 42 minutes. That was pretty good.
I actually do the screen time on my phone. I have 5 or 6 hours.
What do you guys think your average screen time is?
90 minutes.
2 hours?
Mine's probably like 7 hours.
Would you guys be willing to look at your screen time?
Yeah, my daily average is literally 5 hours. I want to cry. That's so bad.
6 hours and 34 minutes.
Or are you overestimated?
Let's see if I was capping.
Okay, yeah.
3 hours.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's still pretty good. How do you guys feel being on your guys' phone for the amount of time that you guys are on it?
Shit.
Honestly, I try to be on my phone as little as possible, so I think I feel pretty good right now.
I don't like how much I'm on my phone. I need to stop using it so much. But it's hard for like musicians and for like people creating businesses. Social media is the new way to start your business or start your career. So like people in those fields have to use social media so much. So it's kind of hard.
Can I
No, before you check.
I don't want to expose myself. Probably a lot.
It's for the content. 6 hours?
5? Probably like 8. Like 7. I'll say
8?
7.
Okay. Would you guys be willing to check just to see?
5 hours and 55 minutes.
Okay.
It's gonna be a lot higher. Well, it's 7. That's like.
Okay, you said 7 or 8, so you were right there. 7:30. How do you guys feel about spending that time on the apps or on the phone in general?
That's probably not
Bad,
healthy.
yeah.
What do you think your average screen time is?
Dude, it depends on like the day, cause like sometimes I got nothing going on, but like sometimes the day I'm very busy. It could range from like 30 minutes to like 8 hours.
Would you be willing to show us your time just to see like if you underestimated or overestimated? Wait. Before you do, what like specific time do you think like around like average? Yeah.
Probably like, we're talking about if it's like the past week, I haven't been doing much, so probably like 7, 6.
And then how much time in reality? Because what we think is.
Dude. Am I allowed to show that shit?
You're good.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it though. Like 12 hours average time. What the hell? Hold on. Is that for the week or is that's the daily? Holy shit. Damn.
Yeah, it's a revelation.
I got into the loop, I guess.
Yeah, and that's the thing. These apps are super addicting, and the thing about like the future is like they're only gonna figure out how to hook you even more. Like psychologists are studying this shit even more. So it's like it's gonna be like real. Like it's not the same effects as drugs, but it's very similar.
Instead of like asking, oh, do you smoke cigarettes? Like, oh, dude, do you do social media, bro?
Yeah. Bro, let me get some social media, bro. Come on, bro. I gotta scroll real quick.
Bro, dude, I'm itching.
You're the only one who knows yourself. So just try to be mindful about how much you use it. And if you are using it a lot, make sure that the purpose that you're using it for is beneficial to you and other people.
Every day, you're fighting some pretty smart and powerful people for your time and attention. Everyone's fighting for your attention nowadays. Just look around. I'm fighting for your attention as I speak. When you watch TV, the TV isn't watching you. But when you scroll on your phone, on social media, the algorithm is watching your every move. But there is a way to have the algorithm be in your favor. You ever heard the saying, you are the average of your 5 closest friends? That's very true, but I believe it's changing to you are the average of the content that you consume. Follow those who inspire you, who motivate you, who teach you good lessons, who are doing the things that you want to be doing. Like the content that is going to help you grow. Follow the people who are going to help you grow. With that being said, if you like what I have to say, if you enjoyed this content, if you think that I am a person who can inspire, motivate, make you think, then shoot me a follow, subscribe. Like the video and share it. I think this is really important for people to understand. And I think it's important for us as a society to spend less time on our phones.